Weevil and my little black bug come from Mexico, they say. Come all the way to Texas, just a-looking for a place to stay, just a-looking for a home, just a-looking for a home. First time I see the Boll Weevil, he was sitting on the square. The next time I see the Boll Weevil, got all his family there, just a-looking for a home, just a-looking for a home. Farmers say to the Weevil, what makes your head so red? The Weevil say to the farmer, it's a wonder I ain't dead, just a-looking for a home, just a-looking for a home. The captain say to the missus, what do you think of that? The Boll Weevil done made a nest in my best Sunday hat. Wanna have a home, wanna have a home. The Boll Weevil got half the cotton, the merchant got the rest. Didn't leave the farmer's wife but one old cotton dress. It's full of holes, it's full of holes. If anyone should ask you who was it made this song, just say that Homer and Jethro have done been here and gone, just a-looking for a home, just a-looking for a home. When I was young, I used to wait on master serve him his plate, pass his bottle when he got dry, and brush away the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, my master's gone away. When he'd ride in the afternoon, I'd follow after with a hickory broom, the pony being rather shy when bitten by the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, my master's gone away. Oh, the pony run, he jumped, he pitched, he throwed my master in the ditch. He died and the jury wondered why, the verdict was a blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, my master's gone away. They buried him neath the cemetery, his epitaph is plain to see. Beneath this stone I'm forced to lie, victim of the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, Jimmy crack corn and I don't care, my master's gone away. They say all things are for the best. I'll never forget till the day I die my master and the blue-tailed fly. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn, and I don't care. My master's gone away. I can tell by the look in my baby's eyes, I can't keep up with the younger guys. I feel that old age creeping on. All I do is walk the floor, I can't do my homework anymore. I feel that old age creeping on. Too many years, too darn old to shift my gears. I feel that old age creeping on. Gonna have my crankcase drained to get my oil and water changed. I feel that old age creeping on. Me and my gal in a Model T, she looked over and said to me, I feel that old age creeping on. Little darling, don't you tar, if my engine should backfire. I feel that old age creeping on. I'm like a flower without a stem, started running on my rim. I feel that old age creeping on. I need a coat of Simon eyes, all my tars are vulcanized. I feel that old age creeping on. Young men under 25 all have high dramatic drive. I feel that old age creeping on. I used to be young and full of zip, but now my clutch is starting to slip. I feel that old age creeping on. On a summer's day, when the sun was shining hot, the lady love of old Bill Baily was hanging some rags on the line in her backyard and weeping hard. She's married to an old brakeman who took and threw her down, had a bell ringing round like a prune-fed calf and a great big gang around. And to that crowd she yelled out loud, won't you come home, Bill Baily, won't you come home? She moaned the whole day long. I'll do the cooking, darling, I'll pay the rent. Baby, I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I turned you out, had nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame, now ain't that a shame? Bill Baily, won't you please come home? day he drove by in a great big automobile. Had a great big brakeman and a coachman. Hear that big winch squeal all day long. Bill heard her groan. She hollered through the door, "Oh, Billy, are you sore? Stop a minute, won't you listen to me? Won't I see you no more?" Bill winked his eye and heard her cry, "Won't you come home, Bill Baily? Won't you come home?" She moaned the whole day long. "I'll do the cooking, darling, I'll pay the rent. Baby, I done you wrong. Remember that rainy evening I turned you out, had nothing but a fine-tooth comb. I know I'm to blame, now ain't that a shame? Bill Baily, won't you please come home?" My gal is very clumsy, she looks just like an ox. She's always falling off of things, she gets a lot of flops. The other day she climbed up on a ladder in the hall. She slipped and fell down on the floor and it caved in the wall. It bruised her somewhat and hurt her otherwise, but I'm glad it didn't bruise her elsewhere. She went to town the other day to do her little chores. She looked just like a goosey gander wobbling through the stores. A husky man bumped into her, he must have been a crook. He knocked her down upon the ground and broke her pocketbook. It bruised her somewhat and hurt her otherwise, but I'm glad it didn't bruise her elsewhere. I went out walking with my gal one Sunday afternoon. We strolled around till it got dark so we could see the moon. I stole a little kiss from her while standing in the grass. She slipped and fell upon the ground and broke her looking glass. It bruised her somewhat and hurt her otherwise, but I'm glad it didn't bruise her elsewhere. She climbed up on the roof one day when it was very hot. She didn't realize that she was in an awful spot. It was 100 in the shade and she began to scorch. She slipped and fell and when she did, she lit on her back porch. It bruised her somewhat and hurt her otherwise, but I'm glad it didn't bruise her elsewhere. I'll buy me a ticket to Greenville town. Get on the train and sit me down. The whistle will blow and the wheels will roll. In 5 more days I'll be at home. That pretty girl I love so well, I'll love her more than tongue can tell. She said, forgive me if you can, for I cannot wed a drinking man. summertime, and it won't be long. You'll call for me, and I'll be gone. You'll call for me, and all in vain. For I'll be on some western train. Go dig my grave, and dig it wide. Place a jug of brandy at my side. Put a 44 up on my breast. Go away, you girls, and let me rest. Oh, when I die, don't bury me at all. Just lay me away in alcohol. Set a jug of liquor at my feet, and tell them girls I'm just asleep. Goodbye, old booze, forevermore. My boozing days will soon be over. I'll quit my drinking when I have found some other way to get it down. Jack of diamonds, and I know you of old. You've robbed my poor pockets of silver and gold. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If I don't get rye whiskey, I think I will die. Pour me a little dog. Whoa, that's enough right there. It's a whiskey, you villain, you've been my downfall. You've kicked me, you've covered me, and I love you for all. It's a beefsteak when I'm hungry, rye whiskey when I'm dry, greenbacks when I'm hard up, and heaven when I die. Give me some of that red kind now. Give me a little of that chaser too. I'll go to yonder holler, I'll fill me a still. I'll give you a gallon for a $5 bill. Not bad. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If a tree don't fall on me, I'll live till I die. That sure is good, ain't it? If the ocean was whiskey and I was a duck, I'd dive to the bottom and never come up. Now the ocean ain't whiskey and I ain't a duck. I'll play Jack of diamonds and trust to my love. One more drink. Rye whiskey, rye whiskey, rye whiskey, I cry. If whiskey don't kill me, I'll live till I die. In Mexico, 'neath the mountains glow, to the plains below comes a maiden. What a prize with her laughing eyes and her tender sighs, romance laden. I, beautiful heaven, you're heart rejoice, and if I'm your choice, that means heaven. Through the azure skies, while two roguish eyes are a-gleaming. Cupid's dart now has pierced my heart, and when we're apart, I keep dreaming. I, beautiful heaven, your golden voice makes my heart rejoice, and if I'm your choice, that means heaven.
I'll play that thing. Pick it hard.
She left Mexico to go with a show with Homer and Jethro and Pedro. She didn't know that there'd be no show. She wound up singing a solo. Ay, 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 ay. Beautiful heaven, your golden voice makes my heart rejoice, and if I'm your choice, that means heaven. Ay, 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 ay. Beautiful heaven, your golden voice makes my heart rejoice, and if I'm your choice, that means heaven. Shoulder up your gun and call up your dog. Shoulder up your gun and call up your dog. Away to the woods to catch a groundhog. Groundhog, groundhog. Come here, Sal, with a big long pole. Come here, Sal, with a big long pole. Twist that whistle pig out of his hole. Groundhog, groundhog.
Give me that pole, Sal, I'll twist him out.
Here comes Sal with a snigger and a grin. Here comes Sal with a snigger and a grin. Groundhog grease all over her chin. Groundhog, groundhog. Come here, Sal, and come here, Davy. Come here, Sal, and come here, Davy. Grab this bowl of groundhog gravy. Groundhog, groundhog.
Get that dish rag and wipe off that gravy, will you?
The meat's in the cupboard and the butter's in the churn. The meat's in the cupboard and the butter's in the churn. If that ain't groundhog, I'll be darned. Groundhog, groundhog. They put him in the pot and they all begin to smile. They put him in the pot and they all begin to smile. They eat that hog before it struck a bough. Groundhog, groundhog.
Don't eat him while he's raw, Jethro.
I like it rare. Watch him, boys, he's about to fall. Watch him, boys, he's about to fall. He's eat till his pants won't button at all. Groundhog, groundhog. A little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. A little piece of cornbread laying on the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself. Groundhog, groundhog. Liza in the summertime, Liza in the fall. If I can't have Liza all the time, I won't have her at all. I go up in the mountains and give my horn a blow. I think I hear my true love say, yonder comes my beau. Poor little Liza, poor gal, poor little Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor little gal, she died on the train, she died on the train.
Now turn the music, Jethro. Let's read them notes.
I wish I had a needle and thread as fine as I could sew. I'd sew my true love to my side and down the road we'd go. Poor little Liza, poor gal, poor little Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor little gal, she died on the train, she died on the train. Her face was of a ruddy hue, her hair a chestnut brown. Her eyes were like a thundercloud before the rain comes down. Poor little Liza, poor gal, poor little Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor little gal, she died on the train, she died on the train.
Blow that whistle.
Her head is like a coffee pot, her nose is like a spout. Her mouth is like an old fireplace with the ashes all raked out. Poor little Liza, poor gal, poor little Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor little gal, she died on the train, she died on the train. I went to see my Liza Jane, she was standing in the door. Her shoes and stockings in her hand and her feet all over the floor. Poor little Liza, poor gal, poor little Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor little gal, she died on the train, she died on the train. The hardest work I ever did was breaking on the train. The easiest work I ever did was hugging Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor gal, poor little Liza Jane. Poor little Liza, poor little gal, she died on the train, she died on the train.
Well, there she goes, Jethro.
Yep, sure is.
Well, I went to see my baby the other night, and I couldn't see her at all. For when I peeped through the front keyhole, there was another mule in my stall.
All night long, from midnight on.
Well, I kissed my gal the other night, and pleasure I was seeking. Well, I kissed her nose and I missed her mouth, and the dad blame thing was leaking all night long,
From midnight on.
Well, I took my gal to church last night, and guess what she went and done? She stood right up in the preacher's face and chewed her chewing gum
All night long, from midnight on.
The gal stood on the burning deck, her bags was checked for Jerusalem. She slipped and fell on a nanner peel and busted her alamagoozlum
All night long, from midnight on.
June bug comes in the month of June, the lightning bugs in May. Well, the bed bugs come just any old time, and when they come, they stay all night long, from midnight on. If one and one are two, and if them two should marry, now ain't it queer, within a year there'll be 2 and 1 to carry all night long, from midnight on. The first night when I come home as drunk as I could be, I found a horse in the stable where my horse ought to be. Now come here, my little wifey, explain this thing to me. How come a horse in the stable where my horse ought to be?
Oh, you fool, you crazy fool, can't you never see?
Huh?
It's nothing but a milk cow your granny sent to me.
I've looked this wide world over 1,000 times or more,
But a saddle on a milk cow's back I never seen before.
sure I'm having trouble, ain't I?
The second night when I come home as drunk as I could be, I found a coat on a coat rack where my coat ought to be.
Now come here, my little wifey, explain this thing to me. How come a coat hanging on the rack where my coat ought to be?
Oh, you fool, you crazy fool, can't you never see?
Huh?
It's nothing but a bed quilt your granny sent to me.
I've looked this wide world over 1,000 times or more,
But pockets on a bed quilt I never seen before.
size 37 too.
The third night when I come home as drunk as I could be, I found a head on a pillar where my head ought to be.
Looks bad, don't it? Now come here, my little wifey, explain this thing to me. Now how come a head on a pillar where my head ought to be?
Oh, you fool, you dad-blame fool, can't you never see?
Huh?
It's nothing but a cabbage head your granny sent to me.
I've looked this wide world over 1,000 times or more,
But a mustache on a cabbage head I never seen before.